Alright, welcome back everybody. Map 2 Overpass. Starting now, and this is the pick of SK Gaming. That'll put them on the T side.
Awesome.
Empire on the CT side. Gonna want to get off to a good start on the CT side, as it is a fairly CT-sided map as far as the numbers go. And look at SK Gaming. I mean, already you can kind of see that they might want to be going for a B take with Molotovs and a smoke.
Yeah, in fact, you see them all charging in that direction. 2 mollies, 1 smoke, couple of flashbangs, and then Pimp's going to go ahead and load up on armor along with a Cillian. So I'm guessing I know exactly who's going to be the entry fragger. Spiker's getting hyper-aggressive, runs into that armored player, and Pimp's going to go ahead and take the first kill.
Oh, fix it so blind!
Perfect. Wow. Blind, a Cillian drops right into the pit with him and takes the free frag. That's a good smoke by Madi right there. Going to block off the squeaky door.
I didn't even quite notice where the Molotov went. I assume one went to barrels. I'm not quite sure where the other one, because they had 2. I don't know where the other one went, but didn't even really need him because Spiker pushed out aggressive, so he went down right away. And then again, whoever, I think it was Spaz, or maybe Fix, and the site was so blind. But look at this. It was a retake situation. Electronic hitting his shots, and Freeze coming through Monster. Oh, he gets the person on the bomb, and he's able to escape for a little bit under no kit, and that'll win them the round. So close in Cyber Focus. He will die.
No.
Doesn't matter much on pistol because he didn't have anything. And SK,
but it adds insult to injury. It adds insult to injury. Good lord, that was such a close save right there. You saw the 2 players lined up almost perfectly, like one shot USP double headshot could have happened right there. And then running out of time on the defuse. Okay, so there you go, SK Gaming. Their own map pick, taking the pistol round and buying up hyper aggressively. Look at this, man. They got the AKs. They got a whole bunch of utility here. They're going to be a little bit slow on taking bathroom control. Madi's over there working the lurk angle. Spiker and Cyber Focus have pushed up close. Cyber Focus working an SSG, scouting it out. Watch for players. He's actually going to find a Cillian, but a Cillian just too quick on that AK-47 finds the first pick.
Yeah, so this is basically SK Gaming. I mean, they're in an anti-eco right now, but pretty much what they're going to be doing a lot of these rounds on the T side. Madi will very often be lurking outside of B, and Pimp goes into the stairs. And he plays that position with symmetry on this map. He pushes stairs a lot on CT side, and he watches the push all the time on the T side. So Pimp doing that while the rest of the boys work up A initially, but now, since they were successful over here in the B site, they will drop back and just decide to take it as a team. Smokes and mollies going out, barrels and headshot ledge mollied up, graffiti in sight, smoked off. Bomb gonna go down, and it's a 4-on-3, and now there's just electronic. He's got a scout. Gonna try to maybe pop somebody's head off, but as for getting the retake and possibly the round, no chance.
Yeah. Nothing he can do except pick up maybe a couple of exit frags. There's Madi, who's just going to go ahead and challenge him the entire time and lose that long-range engagement. Just enough of a distraction, though, to allow Freeze to go ahead and show up. Picking up an SMG kill, so that's a little extra $600 into the SK Gaming bank. Not too bad. And dropping that scout. So Empire now into a full-blown eco. They're extremely low at this point, too. Yeah, a lot of USPs, just one P250 popping on out. Electronic with flashbang. Low utility, and SK doesn't have to invest too heavily at all into this round.
Yeah, even some more upgraded pistols and a flash, which, you know, I like to see. That actually does give you a bit of a chance to win the round if that flash is effective and maybe those upgraded pistols can do their job.
But they're gambling.
But they were so low that that's actually going to impact their first rifle round somewhat significantly. I mean, even a kill for $300 could go a long way for Empire right now.
Yeah, look at this, though. Empire was gambling on bathroom control, and they're hoping for that flashbang to come up really, really big. Madi's
no one checks
onto this. Bob's one. He's not going to be super patient. Still able to pick up a 2K, 3K round. There you go, making it look nice and easy. That's going to put us into a 2v4 situation on the retake. Really nothing worth hanging on to except picks with a P250. Best just go ahead and try to pick up some sort of a kill. Madi still standing there saying, yeah,
I jinxed him.
No 4Ks for you. Gonna get taken down. Magic Boy picks up the trade, though, and Electronic just left all alone with a USB. He will live. Just a bad gamble, really, for Empire. I like the idea. I like the thought behind
I still prefer that, even though it doesn't work out, I still prefer that you kind of just take a gamble with what they had. It made sense to just go as a team, and with the flash and some P250s, if they were there, maybe you surprise them, cause a lot of damage. Of course, they're completely dodged, and the bomb goes down over at B without SK even having to do any work. And it's a 5-on-5 post plan against pistols, but still, it could have worked. They would have looked like geniuses if it did. And now Empire on a rifle round. Somewhat limited utility, but with enough. They're pushing aggressive in at 2 construction. Pimp able to get 1 kill there in all the trades. SK end up even and now actually ahead. Oh, and Spiker with that spray control. Thought he was going to maybe get another. But it's still Magic's Boy freeze for SK. Cyber Focus, the last one up on Empire in a 1-on-2. Planting around that support column. Cyber Focus will drop. You can't actually drop without making noise. He makes noise. Still not really sure they heard that.
Yeah, Magic Boy seems unaware. So, current post-plant positions, setting up for 2 individual 1v1 engagements. Brees is going to catch Cyber Focus unawares, takes him down, making it look nice and easy for SK Gaming. Another round. That got really dicey for SK Gaming, though. I mean, you notice they ended up focusing very specifically. We're going to go ahead and take construction control. We're going to go ahead and take B instantaneously and try to dominate that site. Empire's rotation was so fast because you have to assume those CT players are going to be pushed up at bathroom. They can come flowing through right behind you. They did. They picked up all the frags they needed stepping in, but ultimately you got these players like Pimp and Freeze and Madi in this situation landing their shots like none other, and that's what's doing it for SK at this point. It's sad, but that's the truth.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you really need on the T side, right? They went into construction. Both teams went into construction with their forces. And SK went 1 for 1. And that's always going to favor the terrorists. And even at the end there, they actually did get another kill without an answer back from Empire. So that gave them the man advantage, turned into a 1-on-2. And which SK Gaming, we're not going to lose. Too much stuff for Cyber Focus to check. He looked the wrong way at sandbags. Not much he could have done. Had a bit of a crash, which is maybe even fortunate for Empire. Kind of a free tactical timeout, if you will.
Granted, it's still a little early to take full advantage, I think, of a tactical timeout. I mean, what can you really discuss? You've lost a pistol round, you've lost the 2 ecos, and then 1 gun round. So you don't have a whole lot of information and data on what works and what doesn't. And it might even be premature at this point to make an adjustment because you've got 1 gun round to go on. And in fact, that last round, positionally, I liked Empire's setup. I mean, they were in position to take full advantage of what SK had done. It just so happened that, as you called out, the trades went out in favor of the Ts. Looks like Magic Boy just now rejoining the terrorist force. Popping back in. Man, he is rich. Sitting on top of $8,500. I guess that's what happens if you only die two times. Buying up the AK-47 and getting ready for action.
I'm ready for action. Probably won't be all that much action on this round. Sorry, what reference?
Duke Nukem, man. Ready for action.
Oh yeah. No, if you did the voice, I would have got it. I'm a big fan of the Pigs Fly one.
Yeah, the money for Empire is super low right now. As you unpause is called.
Let's see, are they going to gamble at mid again, or will they try to set up a gamble at B? Because they've gone for some upgrades. They got that 1 flash again on Spaz. I have a feeling they've got a trick up their sleeve. They also had a decent amount of time to talk about this round, so I'm sure they're going to do something. Maybe go for stairs control, so even if you're wrong, you can at least backstab B very, very quickly.
Well, and keep in mind, SK hasn't seen this gamble yet.
But this is the default. SK is playing slow. Like, they're not going to get caught off guard. Get down there in the connector. Billion at the fountain. There's that 1 flat. That's like $200. Get you a kill. Makes you $300. Profit of $100. Very simple math. Unfortunately, it still won't be enough. Just that 1 kill, and it's actually Freeze with the Mac 10. That's picked up 2 kills. Spaz finds 1 more, but now position is known. Pimp quickly there. Scoop him up. 5-0 for SK Gaming. Dominant T-side thus far.
Yeah, we've only seen 1 gun round so far, though. Empire is going to be hot off those couple of kills. Yeah, I mean, that's something. And then Cyberfocus picking up the AWP. So I think this is actually the first time that we've seen Cyberfocus pulling out the AWP on CT half of overpass here. Let's see exactly where he ends up going with it. Checking out long, taking control long and bathrooms. And SK is just sticking with a very standard default at this point. They keep favoring working their way up towards playground. It looks like Reese and Magic Boy actually want to go towards long. This could be really bad if they peek the corner here. There's a flashbang. Magic Boy out. We're seeing Madi, of course, doing work at construction. Electronic takes Magic Boy. Spots the bomb too.
First, too. Yeah, I don't know about that.
There's a kill for Cyber Focus, and then Freeze was even spotted. That nade could have done some serious damage if Freeze is so low. One health.
It's all up to Pimp right now.
Yeah.
To bring that round back for Empire.
Oh,
they might not be aware.
Yeah.
They're very, very tunnel vision onto this bomb being down right now, and I think he probably even saw that smoke go by, so Pip knows that there's going to be one by the flowers. Electronics going down for free. Nothing you can do there, and okay, Cyber Focus reacted quick enough. Brings down Pimp, and that should get Empire their first round. Although Madi's gone up the short way of mid and nearly found Cyber Focus for free. Spiker also there, and that would have been some sort of timing if he was able to open the round back up off of that. And Freeze took a lot of damage earlier on, just down to 1 HP right now with his op. Caused some damage. That's really all he wants to do right now. SK Gaming, their money is quite good. Empire's not so much, and every kill is meaningful. He'll take down Spiker.
Yeah, Freeze, 13 seconds left. I mean, if he wants to go for the win, he just has to run at the second plant right away. Chooses not to do it. Tries the molly off the rotation. Problem is, it doesn't announce his location and hides out just some little corner near T side spawn. He's going to be able to go ahead and hang on to that AWP. Fix getting really close. He won't be able to get in range just yet. But that round really fell apart, Joey, by leading with the bomb down by long. So two things happened there. You got the two-man stack along with the AWPer with Cyber Focus set up at long, taking control right there, and then SK straight off the default runs bomb first, and the whole round became just a matter of trying to recover the bomb for SK.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't even... Obviously, the bomb going first is not ideal, because then the people can just kind of rotate for free as well. Look at this, Cyber Focus. Oh, he goes up in party and just finds two insanely aggressive op picks. That's Magic's Boy and a Cillian down. Now, just like that, a 5-on-3. And in that arcade match, it was Cyber Focus with the op who did stand out on Overpass. And you can kind of see why already. He's 7-4, starting off strong. Spaz, nice little flash, gets him a kill onto Madi. Pimp trying to come in again, do some damage, finds his kill. Tough situation, 2-on-4.
Yeah, it's extremely difficult. Good news is you got Pimp, whose shots have been absolutely on point. He's going to go ahead and play the ball, but that is vicious. Fix, spam it through the smoke. He's able to find Pimp even through a wall, so Pimp's going to be out, leaving Freeze all alone. Freeze wasn't all that hot last time around, although he is the frag leader at this point. Pulls out the banana gun, and Electronic is going to win the engagement. So easy peasy defuse for Team Empire. A little bit of cash going on for the bomb plant for SK Gaming. Yeah, and they're still rich, so no problem buying this time around.
Yep, this is going to be the last round Empire needs to win to get themselves a freebie, which I would say they desperately need. Map is kind of CT-sided. Was getting worried that SK were just going to kind of dominate this one as well. But Empire apparently just slow to start off maps a little bit.
Yeah.
Now they're getting back into it. Spiker going to go aggressive here. There's actually two people on stairs. It's the bomb with Cillian on the front line and Pimp backing him up. I'm not going to make the same mistake that they did at long in a few rounds previous. Oh, Spiker's very blind, but still able to see a little bit. Cillian has got to be scratching his head thinking, how did I not kill him?
That's a frustrating kill. Cillian now down and out. Pimp's going to be watching. Spiker actually peeked the angle, and it looks like Pimp just not quite ready to fire, so a little tit-for-tat shots going on right there, and maybe some information. Madi takes up position. And he's actually going to go ahead and find Spaz. So now Madi and Pimp are trying to pinch off Spiker. Really, best thing he can do at this point is to go ahead and back off. He's a little bit too late, though. Pimp pushes the angle and then finds a free frag on him.
Yeah, so going down a man early, Cillian falling. Maybe he should have had a kill, maybe not. Didn't see it from his perspective, but Madi who I kind of lean towards as the entry fragger, maybe a Cillian also kind of taking up that role on the T side. He opens it up big time in construction, gets one, then is able to take another person out of the stairs area. Pimp moves up, finds his kill, and just like that, SK take the round back. Pimp getting his second, and now it's Electronic left in a 1 versus 3. No utility for the retake, and actually caught on weapon switch running out of the CT stairs. Pimp with his third.
Kind of an odd angle for Pimp as well, catching him completely off guard. So yeah, 6-2. That was a very critical round for SK Gaming as they were heading straight into an eco. This means they're still going to be able to buy up, and they saved just enough cash to hang on to an AWP, putting that in the hands of Freeze. Gun round for Empire. Both teams' money is actually quite low at this point, and Empire's not even able to pull out a full wholehearted buy. One of these quasi-buy situations with Spaz rocking just a pistol. So a little bit of aggression going on for Team Empire, pushing out far at long. Yeah, Cyber Focus, he spots Freeze. They don't expect him to be pushed up quite that far. They got to be happy with that kill, and then they start falling back from long A.
Although I'm not really sure what Freeze was doing, like single scope, double scope, unscope, single scope, double scope, unscope. Like what was that about? Was he just right-clicking a little too much? I don't know.
Too much caffeine?
That seemed a little, yeah, too much caffeine. Didn't actually mean to right-click, and I was trying to cycle back. Seemed weird. It's not like he was sitting there holding that angle for a minute. He was there for like 2 seconds and then decided to give it up, and that's right when Cyber Focus slid out. And again, another kill from him to open up the round. Another 2 kills to open up the round. It's been all Cyber Focus for Empire. And
Well,
Cillian's made noise. Is Electronic actually being supported? That's the problem with this position. At most, that's a 1-kill spot where Electronic's playing, unless you are supported from sight, which can't really happen 100% because Cyber Focus has to focus on Cyber Focus on the bathrooms.
Electronic with the flank though. He might get free frag on a Cillian. Yeah, Cillian with bomb. He tries to work his way back towards stairs. And that was just Electronic sitting there on the other side. Takes him, gets the bomb, and at that point SK Gaming tries to react to the drop of the bomb, and the rest of the frags all come falling down. 6 and 3, Empire back in it. Not quite enough to force SK to save. They're gonna buy into this. The economy for both teams has been extremely low throughout this entire half.
Yeah, let's see. We're at a point where, I mean, this is a big round, right? Either team wins this one, pretty much gets a freebie, as the other one will be forced to eco. And look at Spiker!
What?
30 bullets in that one. Almost finds 3, but on the other side of this, Electronic fall. Spiker went down with 2 kills, and it has gone into a 3-on-3. It will be tough for SK. Uphill battle is Madi at 6 HP, 56 HP for Freeze. Going to fall a lot on Magic's Boy, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. You look at the numbers, and he is the star player for this SK team, the young gun. Although today it's mostly looked like Pimp. Even on their first match here in this tournament, it looked like Pimp is that star. But they'll slow it down. Tons of time on the clock.
Going to be a set smoke strategy now. Smoke and Cyber Focus off. He's actually trying to push around the edge of the smoke. Finds the kill on Magic Boys, who's running around the corner. I think he even had his gun withdrawn at that point. And then another kill for Cyber Focus, opping Madi and Freeze. That was sick play right there, working, using the smokes against SK Gaming, really. And, I'm sorry. Yeah, against SK Gaming at that point. So Empire's still going to be in it.
Yep, indeed they are. And that's what we talked about, getting the free round. So SK Gaming just on Glocks and a couple P250s, nothing more than that. They are going to just be going terrorist death ball over into B. Well, they will split up actually. 3-2, 3 going in construction, 2 coming out for Monster. Those 2 for Monster somewhat successful. They get out, buying some time, and Fix will stay alive. Quick headshot onto Freeze, and Spiker and Spaz helping out with the others. That's 5-6 going into round 12. Opportunity for Empire to tie it up. SK, though, they have rifles again.
Yeah, that's just anger from SK Gaming at that point. They're like, you know what? It's going to be an eco round. Let's just get this over with and charge in. Try to pick up whatever frags we can. Instead, they lose the 2 quick 2Ks. And it's over just like that. Okay, so scoreline's getting a little bit tight, a little bit closer at this point. SK Gaming, they got the cash they need, but they don't really have a lot of utility. So, look at all this aggression coming in from Team Empire, just charging in. It's going to be a little 1-for-1 tit for tat with Electronic going down, and Pimp also. Spiker gets dropped down to 2 health, though. Madi takes position in B, ends up handing a frag over to Cyber Focus, and SK looks just a little bit discoordinated at this time. They're going to try and work their way back towards the bomb. Spiker, he doesn't know the bomb's up here, but I think he might have heard some footsteps up top.
He knows now because he just heard it get picked up. You can only assume, and so many teams leave the bomb in that upper tunnel, so he'll go up the ladder. 1 HP, not a lot of HP to try to make a play with.
Yeah, Spiker's trying to walk real slow at this point. Everybody's run away from him. This could be big though, because if Vasilian gets stalled up by Bathroom, there's going to be a free frag for Spiker. Doesn't go that direction. Instead, he goes towards long. Spots one. There's Freeze. Magic Boy, the patience. One. And then tries to take the fight to Magic Boy, but he's going to end up going down. Super low health. Turns it into a 2v1. Cyber Focus is on the A site, and they know this. Vasilian works his way toward B. This might leave Magic Boy all alone, though. Wait for it.
Oh, this is one. This is going to be the shot.
Oh!
Woo, if he hits that.
Oh.
Good awareness. So this started off pretty even affair, but Cyber Focus, you know, he's been getting those kills at A and at middle so often on the rounds where he opened it up with 2 kills. This time he actually took his op over at B, gets some kills, and then SK are like, wait a minute, Cyber Focus isn't at A, so they just go A, but then it's Spiker on the flank who makes that big play. And now that forces SK to go back here. If Cyber had hit that one shot at the cross into stairs, could have been different in the 1v1. Still difficult, but SK avoiding the tie. Now go ahead by 2 rounds, and it's round 13. Empire, though, doing well enough that they have the money in the bank to go ahead and purchase up some more rifles.
Really smart play by Magic Boy, too. He ends up planting inside of safety and does not get off the bomb. Just stays right there, even though he gets a grenade on there. And he ends up listening and baiting out the shot to give Asilian the free frag right there, winning the round. SK Gaming looking good. Yeah, you're right. They're going to have to go up against another gun round. And look at Cyber Focus playing really close angle. Nope, surprise
They have
shot.
to be aware. It's not the first time that Cyber Focus has gone there and gone by that smoke. And this time they act accordingly, and it will be up to some other members of Empire to step up. Looks like Electronic has, with his 2 kills. Asilian with 2 before he went down, and we've got a 3-on-3 on our hands.
Yeah, the bomb's been dropped over here, but it looks like Team Empire's gone ahead and fallen back to give up some position. Madi might get into a little firefight with Fix. Looks like Fix
wins that
actually
with
should have
the
had the drop
Galil.
on him.
Yeah, and Madi's got a Galil.
Yeah. 6 health, though. Very low.
Fix might have been a bit distracted, maybe looking at the radar, trying to make a call. So caught off guard somewhat. Spazzic Graffiti now is the man that has to make the plays, but it's free with the op instead. Now Electronic all alone.
Well, there goes the star player Pimp. Electronic opting to go ahead and pick up the AWP, and he's just going to try and stay alive at this point. He's just so low, 14 health. Picks up a 3K for his troubles, though. That's good. Madi, just outside the angle. Electronic switching weapons at this point. Madi hears him, pulls out the Galil, and then that's going to be a free AWP, which means SK Gaming actually is going to be doing double ops on.
And we get the answer to our question. Oh, Pimp. Okay, Pimp will take it up.
Wait.
No?
Well, where's it going?
Yep.
Yeah, it's Pimp.
Hot potato.
It makes
hot
sense.
potato.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah, it does.
I mean, he's got the most experience playing the AWP role, aside from Freeze. So, yeah, hand it to the guy who's good at that stuff.
And if anyone here really gets aroused when they see double op setups, just wait for Ents to play again.
Oh, baby.
Oh, my
Oh,
gosh.
my God. Stunda and Alu. That is sick. Especially on Mirage. Especially on Mirage.
Empire with the pistols, not able to really get too much done. Situated under ladder, and it's being watched. Freeze missing the shot, though. It's actually both ops in the close range that are watching this. Freeze is like, no, I'll get it done with the Glock. Double Glock headshots after both ops ring out and miss. And it's 9-5. Last rifle round here for Empire. 9-6 half won't actually be all that bad.
No.
10-5, though, will be a little bit different.
It's really not all that bad. If you consider the fact that Team Empire almost never plays this map either, and they're going up against SK on their own choice right here. Looks like SK's going to
They might just be going very fast.
Yeah, just charging into the B site. So throw caution to the wind, charging on in. Good Molly. It's going to force Fix to fall back, and then Asilian finds the shot. So that's an entry spasm. Gets a little bit aggressive, does some major damage, but he's going to get found out by Pimp. That's B site almost instantly granted to SK Gaming. Bomb is down. It's going to be a 3-man rotation.
Yeah, and Molotov up to window. They started off with some flashes out, smoke on the site, Molotov into barrels, and it's actually the Molotov into barrels that really secured the push into the site, because you know, player watching Monster is blind and dies in fire before he can even peek out and cause any trouble for the people just funneling in through Monster. So great, really quick B take. Gotta have confidence on that. No one can lose their marbles pushing through that smoke. Like, everyone had to commit to that, and they did. So very fast round to end that first half at 10-5. See what Empire is made of on this T side.
Yeah, dangerous stuff for SK Gaming. They've done that a couple of times though, just kind of charging balls to the wall right into the B side, working out very effectively that time around.
Pistol strat too.
Yeah, exactly, and they won that pistol round, the T side pistol round on overpass. So yeah, it works. I mean, if you feel confident in out fragging, and especially with the way Pimp has been playing recently, then by all means, go for it. If we take a look at the stat leaders so far at the end of the first half, looks like Cyberfolk is actually really star of the show for Team Empire. Despite only taking 5 rounds, he's got the top kills. 14 kills, he went +5, doing almost 100 ADR. That's impressive. Solid opping. In fact, it's been a battle of the oppers here, hasn't it? Top of the leaderboard's also Freeze for SK Gaming.
Yeah, I mean, let's see what's going on. I mean, a little tighter kill distribution on the first half for Empire. No one had a completely off first half like Spiker did over on Cobble. That was a little rough to see. Cyber Focus, both games really has kind of been on point, doing what he can. 14-9. That is why this man has the best stats on this team, and I believe overall does actually have the most experience. I mean, he used to be on Flipside back in the day, so getting some good experience there.
What's going on with Magic Boy though? I mean, he is the stat leader for SK Gaming at this point, and he's very much underrepresented today. Just 6 kills on that half.
Yeah, who knows? Could be a T-side overpass sort of thing. I mean, T-side overpass isn't the easiest in the world. Might have just not been seeing those people to even take the battles.
Well, DT side now underway for SK Gaming. They've got the advantage, 10-5. This is map number 2. So if SK takes it, it's straight on to face ENCE Gaming in the semifinals. Empire, if they take the win, we're going to map 3, which is Mirage.
Woo, Mirage!
Again.
I'll cheer for SK just to not have to see Mirage again, honestly. Every single series.
Well, that's an easy bomb plant.
Yeah, it really was. They did lose Electronics, so post plant is 4 versus 5. Pimp's pretty low, but Madi and Asilian are going to move in, and actually Freeze will start things off for SK. He brings down Spiker, now 5 on 3, excuse me. As Pimp is still hanging on to life, and will it just be the perfect retake? It's all up to Spaz right now, and look at that. Madi, 3 massive kills. And SK now winning both pistols. It's a good stat to have, and one that maybe makes things a bit bleak.
I think
for Empire.
That's discipline. That's discipline right there for SK Gaming. You get completely smoked off right there. And SK didn't want to push the issue at all. They basically just took some pot shots through the smoke, trying to do whatever damage they can. It's fine. We'll let you go ahead and plant the bomb, and then we'll take you 5 versus 5. And hey, we're confident that we can out-aim you. That's exactly what happened. And Madi with 3K. Beautiful. Look at this. Off of that 3K, he's buying the M4. Holding an aggressive position for Pimp. P90.
Pro 90.
Does he finish the job? No, he's going to have to back off, switch to USP. And he takes the fight with the USP. He's finally going to go down at that point.
Uh-oh. He was like, all right, we got man advantage. I just killed a bunch of people. Wow. I'm going to go through. I got confidence, get this kill with the USP. But as he does that, a deagle kill from Fix comes out, and suddenly it's Madi who's left all alone. Man advantage was fleeting there for SK. Now Fix and Spiker. Spiker spotted. He will go down. Not even much damage done. Maybe a shot or two landed there into the armor of Madi. 71 HP M4 versus the 40 HP and P90 here on Fix. Both guys with quite a bit of utility. Madi, however, does not have a kit, and, well, hearing bullets, now he knows that was a fake plant. Will Fix try to fake it more than once? He actually will. Shoots again, though. It gives it away. He's just trying to go for these pre-fires, hoping that the player might have peeked out, but it's not the case, and perfectly played. Oh, what? Oh!
Crosshair just a little bit too high right there. Fix wasn't even looking at him and whips over with the P90. What a turnaround that was. SK Gaming, I mean, that was their round. You had the massive spray down going down at stairs, and then all of a sudden you're stuck in a 2 versus 2 and then a 1 versus 1. You have the positional advantage. Still plenty of rounds to play with, but you can't be happy after that round.
Yeah, a bit of overconfidence. Pimp overextends for sure after he gets a triple spray down, and at the same time, Fix pulls out another crazy 1-dig, which is apparently all he does on these force-up rounds. He had some crazy ones on Cobble, and just like that, the tides turned. Empire able to take away that second round, which is really, really good. If SK were about to get another 3 rounds from winning that pistol, or I guess another 2 rounds from winning that pistol, things would have been looking really bad for Empire. Still, though, force buy here from SK to contend with. Let's see what Empire can do.
SK playing deep in sight with those pistols. You got 2 CZ75s as well, just ready to unload. Empire's focusing quite heavily on...
Spotted him at long.
Oh, he was spotted.
He spotted like all of them, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
at
the
least
full
2.
rotation's underway. This is going to be really, really bad if SK can win these pistol fights. There's Boy opening it up. There's a kill. Cyber focus in a little 1v1. And Freeze is just going to hang back and try to get the 3 frags. There's 1. Overextend just a little bit. And now it's going to be a Cillian left all alone. CZ75. There's a kill. He actually picks up a Galil, though, putting himself into a 1 versus 2. Bomb backs away from the A site. Biker's watching the angle here. This could be a bad decision, though.
This is why it's important to not lead with the bomb, because imagine if the bomb went in first and was down in the site, but since Fix had it, they're just able to back off. He can slide over to B site, and, well, Spiker will win that battle over an A one-on-one. 7-11.
It was a costly battle, though. Costly fight. Empire ends up losing 3 players at that point. A little bit low on the buy, but SK just can't build up the cash after that CZ75 buy. So you got just nothing but USPs. Freeze is going to be playing with a flash. They get very aggressive at A, and this is exactly what we saw Empire do last time around, getting very aggressive, pushed out towards A mid. Gambling that's going to be there, but instead, Empire charges straight into the B site, gets a free bomb plant, and they're going to have to do a 5-man pistol retake.
Clever folks about to get a lot of money. Or maybe I jinx him a little bit. I thought that first man with the knife out was going to go down, but went up the other set of stairs to get into window. Got dinged right away by that 5.7 too. Fix just shooting him down as they all waterfall out of the window. They know that Pimp's here in the pit, in the B site. He falls. Spike with a 2K, Fix with a 2K, and Empire bounce back nicely with 3 in a row after they upset SK Gaming in the second round of the second half. Here we go to the rifles.
Pimp actually had picked up an SMG right there. I'm not sure if he realized it or if he just didn't want to pull that thing out. Trying to go for a little bit more cash, firepower. With the rifle round underway, SK Gaming is going to take very aggressive positions up here towards bathrooms and party. Flashbangs being exchanged back and forth. It's actually just going to stall out Empire completely as 4 players start pushing up. And there's the fallback. Reese, I think, spots 1 or 2 before they give up full control of bathrooms. So that was easy. Empire didn't even have to do much damage at all. Exchange a few shots and they have full control of the bathroom. Spaz drops down taking stair control, and they just systematically are clearing out area by area. At this point, Empire can do anything they want.
I'm surprised that nothing happened at middle. SK Gaming is a team, you'll notice, they really like to push out early on in the round in middle, take some aggressive control, maybe find that first pick, and then fall back to the A site. But on this round, they did push out. They fell back very, very quickly, so now they're kind of just sitting in the site, which, I mean, it's overpass. That A site can actually be pretty hard to defend. A little easier now since, you know, the patches to this map. 5 on
Yeah, but,
5
like,
and potential for full execute onto the A site.
the danger is, I mean, you give up that position so easily, and Empire has all the time they want to go ahead and set up for this exact situation. Flashes, the smokes, the mollies come down.
That was a bad molly. That was a friendly molly that they threw. It blocked themselves off. They even put it out with their own smoke, and this is looking pretty ugly now for Team Empire. Misfiring on that execute. Even a Molotov they threw over near that was supposed to land on Optimus didn't go off, so kind of everything went wrong there. But even still, get the bomb down. 1-on-2 now for Fix.
Now Cillian just kind of peek in the corner, watch what's going on. He's going to wait for his teammate Mai peeking up, and then they both approach from the exact same angle. It's a Cillian who ends up taking the kill on Fix plenty of times, scavenging for supplies, and then picking up the defuse for a Cillian. No kit, but plenty of time at this point. So SK Gaming now going to go up 12-8. This is a little bit tighter than I might have expected, especially on Overpass, but oh, I was thinking that we might be heading towards an eco round, but no, Empire was sitting on a tremendous amount of cash. They can still buy up one more time on top of this.
Yeah, welcome to the T-side, where everything's really cheap.
Bunch of mollies, bunch of smokes, suggests focus on B-side. Yeah, there it is at the B train.
They're going... Okay, they will slow it down. Madi, this is where it can get dangerous, because he's now been able to get into construction. He can flank very quickly through Monster, and look at these counter flashes. Another one going out from Pimp. Everyone blind again. Now Pimp steps out, brings down Fix, holding the angle at the barrels. Maybe it wasn't the best idea. Cyber Focus peeks out, takes him down real fast. Empire man advantage, and Madi looks the wrong way first as he pushes through that short drain. So Spaz with a free kill there. Now it's up to Magic's boy. Re-smoking off that catwalk. Fortunate that he already switched sides.
Ooh, where's this go? Molly does a little bit of damage. Oh, what's
That's
this?
just Spiker
Just
jumping.
jumps up. Jumps right into the crosshair. Gets taken down 2 versus 2. Suddenly, this is very winnable for SK. Freeze is watching for electronics.
What?
How does he miss that shot? But that's all right. Magic Boy's right there. Says, boys, I got this. It's a 4K. I'll finish it off with that 2K round, spraying him down. Just barely enough time left. He's going to get the defuse, and SK large and in charge.
I don't know. I guess Freeze was moving a little too much still. I mean, it seemed like he was crouching. Maybe he stood up and kind of started walking before he shot. I don't know. That looked really weird. I can't believe that missed. And they had a great setup. You know, Freeze was locking down that one corner there in the back of Canal, and I'm very positive that Magic's boy was looking at the other side, and they were ready to both win their battles. Doesn't work out that way, gets a bit sketchy, but Magic's boy with some quick aim and showing why he is a strong player for this SK lineup wins it, has a 4K on the round. It's now 13-8, and even still, Empire not quite out of money yet. There's an ump and a smoke here for Fix, everyone else with AKs and some utility, but it's certainly dwindling, and this will be one of their last rifle rounds if they lose this.
SK playing a little bit more standard at this point, focusing on bathroom control. Fix is going to work his way up through party. Actually, a lot of people going up through party. Freeze has the angle, spots out a couple. He's going to take the shot. Doesn't do any damage, though. Falls back. And, wow, a Cillian dropped by Spiker. That was down by stairs, leaving Madi all alone onto the B side. So, man advantage certainly going in favor of Team Empire at this point. Spaz taking long control. Empire quickly gaining options.
Yeah, I like that setup that they use. Freeze goes into the bathrooms and watches that entrance from middle, and Magic's boy actually posts up on short and watches a little sliver to make sure they can't run up the other way. And if either of them engage and miss their shot, they both kind of fall back. But it's a really good way for Freeze to potentially get them an opening pick, and then they can fall back off of that, have a 5-on-4. Didn't work out that way. Cillian actually went down elsewhere on the map, then Madi gets them back into it, trading out and getting that kill onto Spiker. Empire now funneling in to this A site, and Magic's boy goes down without a kill. It's up to Pip now, coming up from Green Bin. Can't do anything there either. Electronic wins that battle. Freeze is in the site, but he's now alone. 1 versus 4. Nice shot onto Fix, but he'll need 3 more of those.
That's really ballsy of Madi earlier on, pushing out and getting that free frag. Reese misses another AWP shot after dropping the smoke. faking them into thinking it's a ninja. Then running out of options, he just has to go ahead and get on top of that bomb, taps it, and they spray right through. They can see right through that plan and shuts him down. SK Gaming suddenly financially ruined. They're actually going to force buy into this.
Surprised to see that.
They don't have a lot of rounds to play with. I mean, if they get stuck on a massive eco train right here, the scoreline can be tied faster than you realize.
Yeah, which surprises me because they were content on the on Cobble when they were closing it out to just take an eco in a similar situation to this, give up one round but keep a strong economy. And that was when they were on the T side. It's even more important when you're on CT side. And Freeze going down early means, I mean, this round might not go the way of SK, and then their money's going to be broke. They'll probably have to double eco after this. Suddenly it's 11 to 13.
Yeah.
But Cyber Focus is timed out, and that could be really unfortunate.
Yeah, it's really bad. That turned it
Because
into
he
a
was
3
not
versus 4.
dead, and now SK has got a kill.
Now we'll see what happens here. Asilian gets completely out of sorts right there. Looks like he got scared. Spaz makes him spaz out, takes the kill. Spaz gets tagged up pretty good though. 26 health, Pimp's able to go ahead and complete the kill on a site, and Magic Boy's in a really good position to go ahead and start working the big flank as long as Pimp can hold him off. Vic's working his way into the ace site. He's bomb carrier, re-smoked Bang, so Pimp can't do anything. Ooh, that shot. Almost takes Pimp's head off.
Yeah,
seconds remaining.
I would be honest. I'm cheering for Empire in this round. That was kind of unfortunate, but that's online gaming for you. Computer crash, internet goes out for a second or what. Cyber Focus not able to partake. Pimp, though, is still hitting some great shots, so you can't take that away. There he is with his third. I mean, who knows what would have happened if the whole round was 5-on-5, but that's unfortunate, SK. And that was such an important round for both teams.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really, really unfortunate. SK Gaming just gambled quite heavily with that force buy. I mean, we talked about it. It seemed like a ridiculous decision. Pimp walks away with a 3K, and then the whole issue with Cyber Focus disconnecting right there just kind of... It tells a different story to the game. I mean, we were anticipating Empire coming so close, and all of a sudden we're now 9-14 with SK Gaming, 1 round away from match point. Empire's going to go ahead and force up on this, because frankly, they have to.
Cyber Focus is like, F you guys, I was disconnected, I couldn't kill you, I'll kill you this round. Starts off with a kill onto Magic's Boy, who we haven't really seen the best showing of so far today. He goes down early. Now 5-on-4. Team Empire can take their time. Looks like they want to go for long control, long dominance. Spiker, meanwhile, again, playing that solo role as he often does, lurking around over at B.
Well, long control belongs to Empire as they slowly start creeping their way forward. It's going to be a super slow, cautious play. It's do or die time for Empire. Their money's extremely low, so if they lose this, then chances are they have lost the game altogether. Magic Boy's already been picked off. Freeze playing a really close angle. Set up for a pop flash. Might come out big. He's flashed himself. That's going to miss a couple of players, but he's still able to get the bomb carrier. Calls for the rotation before he gets traded out. Pimp, first man on the scene.
It's a dangerous player, too. Pimp top fragging the first map, top fragging right now. Can he get any kills on this retake? They're going to need him to. Look at Spiker. He's sitting back in the bathrooms. He's really far away from this ace site. He's making sure no one's on the flank. Well, I guess, technically there kind of is. They're all running away, so now Spiker may be in a position to kill some of these SK members, make sure they can't save the guns, because keep in mind, that they won that last eco round, maybe due to some fortunate circumstances for SK, but that means their money is really low. Or sorry, not eco round, force buy round, so that's why their money was super low.
You know, probably smart for SK Gaming. It's almost complete reversal of that previous round where they kind of threw caution to the wind. This time they're looking at their economy maybe a little bit smarter, a little bit more conservatively. They're fiscal conservatives, hanging on to the AK-47s, backing on off. So now they've got enough money to go ahead and put together a decent buy this time around. Because look at this. I mean, your scoreline's 14-10. you don't want to get into this low economy situation and allow Empire to start snowballing on top of you. Buy up this time and close it out quickly. That's the game plan for SK Gaming. Now, the bad news is by losing that round, they've allowed Empire to build up a little more economy. If they lose this, I mean, they're still going to be in trouble, but they'll be able to have a little bit more teeth going into match point. Empire slow, about to run into a very stacked bathroom control, mid-control situation for SK Gaming.
Yeah, Pimp and Magic Explorer are just both in the stairs, each watching each other's back, and they can very, very quickly explode and be on the flank of Team Empire before they know what's what. Cyber Focus, aware that this is a possibility, does give it up just now, not holding on to that flank watch long enough, but still in a good position. We'll hear the footsteps and be able to react from there. See how long he holds it. And of course, Spiker still working around solo at B.
Magic Point Pimp could be huge at this point. Look at this. I don't think they can
A-Site has to hold
footprints yet.
somewhat, though. If A-Site just falls, there's actually only one person there, and that's Freeze.
One headshot, one op shot could wreck the whole plan. And worse, Empire's focusing on long A, so Pimp and Magic Boy will have a really hard time doing any kind of a work on the
And
flank.
Freeze, where's his op been today? Missing that shot. That one was kind of flash himself, but he was able to dodge that. Now gets 2 op shots, so he does eventually show up into this round. And, Spaz turns around, and what do you know, there's 2 people right there. 15, that's match point for SK Gaming Empire. This is about the point in time where they were making a decent comeback over on Cobble. Maybe we'll see the same thing here, but not a lot to go on in this round.
Yeah, they don't have too much cash.
2 Galils and a
them.
P250.
That round really could have fallen apart very, very quickly. It was scary when Freeze missed that first op shot. By taking the 2, it allowed that whole flank to work positively, leaving Spaz all alone. I mean, there's nothing you do. You're standing right in the middle of the open. Got players coming from in front and players coming in from behind. Now, same exact defensive setup for SK Gaming. It worked last time around. Hey, why not this time? And, yep, there's going to be a first shot. Freeze taking Fix down. Pimp's going to go ahead and do his spray down. Stands his ground. It's going to net him 1 kill on Electronic before he charges ahead himself.
Yeah, that was one of the AKs that Electronic had, so that was one heck of a headshot from Pimp to get the player in party. Now Freeze able to peek back out. Magic Boy actually goes down to Spiker, who has that Galil. Surviving only on 1 HP, though, so I don't know how much ability to do with that. And Spaz is up. And back in party, still waiting if there's going to be any flanks. He still has to click the bomb that's in Playground. Meanwhile, Spiker kind of working alone, as he often does, trying to get into the bathrooms. Both of those guys were so low, but Pimp, the quicker, gets his 2nd kill on the round, and now it's Spaz in a 1 versus 4.
Yeah, it's almost unwinnable at this point for Spaz. Needs to pick up a 4K to finish the job. Pimp and Freeze both pretty low, though. You got 1 smoke and 1 Molotov. He's walking with the bomb. You got to watch for 1 flank player, Madi, coming up from long. First man he's going to spot is Pimp. Low on health. Finds the kill, but there's Freeze right there, holding the hard angle with the AWP. Doesn't miss this shot. 16-10. SK Gaming going to move forward into the semifinals to face ENCE Gaming. The winner of that one moves on to Columbus.
Yeah, I mean, they made it close. Actually, I guess that was actually... We had to wait so long to see Empire. That was their first series, as they got kind of the luck of the draw and were put pretty far on into the bracket, but end up running into a pretty tough opponent. One of the opponents that I think a lot of people would kind of pick to even win this.
Yeah, it's my pick for best team here.
I had picked SK and ENCE as well, but that actually can't be possible because
that's going to be a tough game.
They have to play each other in the semifinals, so only one of them can go on. I wasn't also Ancient. I thought it was a pretty good possibility to go ahead and take this tournament.
Possibly.
But I just wasn't sure, having not seen them. Obviously, they've got some massive names, tons of experience. You just weren't sure exactly how it was going to work. As you've got Devilwalk and Pronax, like both were famed IGLs at one point. Neither one of them were thought as the heavy hitters, the fraggers. Who was gonna do who's going to do the heavy lifting on the team and get the kills. But I mean, Twist stepped up. Palf, also a young player, did very, very well, and even Schneider.
Twist was amazing.
Yeah, Twist was amazing. Actually, thus far, the best player of the tournament, followed by Yuho from ENCE. The two of them were kicking some butt yesterday.
Well,
and then Schneider also did well, but his op wasn't really on point. So I'd like to see that shaping up today.
Let's take one last look at the statistics for the Empire SK Gaming matchup on Overpass before we cut to a quick break before we prepare for the first semifinal here. 10-16 final scoreline right there. SK Gaming taking it into Stars. I think MVP of the entire match has to go to Pimp. He was on fire all throughout Cobble. I think he dropped 30+ K on Cobble. 25 kills this time around. Headshot machine. I mean, well, the stats don't show right there, but he was dominating on Cobble for sure. It's like the guy can do no wrong. He's got the position. It's not even the positional advantage. It's the sick flick aim that's going on. That's so impressive for an AWPer.
Yeah, he got a lot of kills in clutch situations, some nutty flick shots, but what's even more important is like every time he had a 1v1 battle, he pretty much won it. Which is all you need when you get to the T side. It doesn't matter if 3 people push you on T side. As long as you get the first kill, you end up in a 4-on-4,
right?
And you've got a lot of information. That's all you need, and he did it multiple times. Freeze was all right with that op, but we did see him miss a couple first shots and then had to peek out and hit the harder one. So he's missing some of the easier shots,
weird, yeah.
But he was still hitting shots.
He's holding some really tight angles, though, and it's like the reaction time's not quite there for the tight angle. That might be why he's missing some of those.
And Madi, I mean, on the stats and in the efficacy, he didn't really turn up. Lowest ADR by just a little bit.
Right.
But he had some very, very key rounds. Some rounds on those retakes where he would just find 2 kills like that and give them the advantage. They were able to get in the site and defuse. And even on the T side, a couple rounds they fell behind. He was able to open back up, which is really, really what his role is. And he plays a role where he's often isolated and by himself, lurking about on the B side of the map. He was doing that both on Cobble and on Overpass.
I'm glad you brought that up because you're right. Statistically, Madi's like not showing up here today. If you go to HLTV, you look at his stats, and the first thing you might think is, he's not that big of a player. But he is one of those impact kind of players. You talk about how stats, they don't always tell the full story, right? It's like just because this guy has an amazing KDR doesn't necessarily make them an amazing player. A low KDR doesn't necessarily make you a bad player. But what matters is the impact for us. We have no way of like quantifying that. It's just what happens in the game, and Madi was certainly right there making some of the impact frags today, taking SK Gaming all the way to victory, and I guess we'll see them later on. They're going to be the late night match that starts, 6 p.m. Eastern time, I think?
Yeah, don't remind me.
I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be a late night for you. I'm just here for 2 best of 3s. Joey's going to be here all day, so yeah. Guys, next game is going to be Team YP versus the Ancient. If you don't know Team Ancient, that's we were just talking about that, and that's the Pronax, Walk, Schneider team, Twist, Palf, kind of a super team of old school celebrities. A lot of experience, a lot of talent on that team. That's the semifinal. Winner of that game will be advancing to Columbus. But for now, we have to take a quick break. And I think that the stream's actually going to have to be shut down to reset something. So if you lose connection, just reconnect, and we'll be right back after this.
Should all panic.